Or did you not animate it?
Probably not, because I did it for the first time.
Oh.
Then you can pinch and zoom.
There.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So we have this online course. I'm looking for the title.
You can pinch and zoom in or out.
Yeah.
Pinch it smaller.
Yeah. So Finnish for Greeks. So there are plenty of unemployed Greek people nowadays, as you may know, and many of them, they want to come to Western countries to search for work, and many of them, they are interested in also learning Finnish because they want to come here and work. So, sorry for this position. So, we are planning this online course for people who live in Greece and who want to come here to Finland to work. And this is overview of our course. So this course, it teaches practical Finnish to Greek people who want to employ themselves in Finland. And the idea is that participants, they sign up for a course and then gather to do the course in groups. And there are interactive sessions with homework and tests at the end. So here is the description. So we start with basics. So there are things like greetings, introductions, everyday life situations. And students, they work in pairs in ABC, CMOK environment. And the learning is based on the instructions we have made. And there is a test at the end. So this first part, this will last many lessons. So it's not just one lesson, but it may last many weeks. And then after that there is
maybe a bit more. So this ABC is now the working environment that we're going to use. It's a network working environment. So it's not AC, it's not I-Link, it's not anything else, but it is this ABC. So it has this unlimited capacity for people attending.
150,000.
At least.
Yeah.
To start with.
So next steps are, oops, now I did it again, sorry.
Can you explain from there?
Yeah, sure. Like next steps, they are vocational vocabulary. So for example, we need nurses to Finland, so it might be vocabulary of nursing. And the students, they will see videos like real life situations about nursing, and they will hear Finnish, and then they will see the same video without any speech, and they have to try to remember and try to practice Finnish that way. And then there is test at the end.
The plan was to do it so that you have to pass each test, and if you don't do it, then you can go back to do the same again.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to continue? So this is part for you.
Okay. Yeah, so the third part is then the actual job application and interview. So in this one, they would first look at the demos and learn how to do the job application and how to prepare yourself into a job interview in English. And then after they've done the learning part, then they will have to do their own job interview. And then they video it and then put it to the ABC network. And then they have a sort of an opponent couple or pair who will then evaluate and then also comment the performance of the actual job interview. Yeah. Okay. We are open for questions.
Not for many minutes, so time.
Right away, it looks like Blair mentioned, marketing advice. Right away, it looks like something that you could make money with. EU funding to help the Greek people to get jobs abroad. The first question I thought of, you mentioned that you would possibly get a limited number of people. How much resources would you think it requires from staff, from teacher? How much work would this actually, how much would you think that you can automate things, and how much do you think teacher would have to be involved?
We actually tried to think it so that the teacher would not be involved there when those groups would be attending, so that all the material would be pre-prepared. But then we also discussed the possibility that there should be some kind of a consulting or tutorials or that kind of a help available. So
Yeah.
maybe once a week, certain time per week, there would be a teacher giving
Yeah.
you advice or something like that.
Yeah.
But what if you end up getting 1,500 students doing at the same time and needing a lot of help?
We could develop this system like that, like there would be different levels, like students who are more progressed, they could teach beginners, so they could form groups like that. And,
But what I was mostly bothered by this MOOC thing was the missing interaction part. So to me, I think the point would be that this is something that you can register into or sign up into, and then you would study in smaller groups who would be present together. So they could have their interaction there, and that teaching and the kind of constructive learning would happen in that group. Because that is totally missing from the online part,
And that
at
sounds,
least from my perspective.
and that certainly sounds like something we quite regularly do with our IVET or EAP groups. They
Yeah,
study
and that
in-
would be the connected type of a thing, not this X MOOC. Yeah.
Everyone else, you're free to ask questions as well. But what did you think about concerning international cooperation? Start trying to acquire students from Greece. What kind of issues do you think you would run into? Do you think you would know enough their learning background, their learning culture, their opportunities to organize online learning?
Yeah, that would be something that you would have to really familiarize yourself before doing this, of course. Maybe have some network or colleagues helping you out there
yeah, somebody there from Greece, yeah, definitely.
from the university or who would help facilitating it to get started.
Well, we would have a University of Athens as our
Yeah,
partner.
I thought that we had it